at NRG Stadium here in downtown Houston, Texas. It's the second round of the NFL Summer League playoffs, and we got a good matchup for you. It's between the Texans and the Colts here, and let's talk about the Texans. So they got the first round bye from the playoffs after finishing first in the AFC, and they are trying to, Dak Prescott and the Texans are on a revenge tour here because they got to the conference championship matchup last season, and they were leading 35-7 when the Baltimore Ravens came back and beat them 41-35 and went to the national championship. However, good news for the Texans is they don't have to worry about the Ravens because the Colts played the Ravens last week, and they upset the defending AFC champions. So the defending AFC champions are out of the playoffs after the first round, and the Colts are into the second round. And let's take a look at some of the final scores from last week from around the league. Give us a sec to add a couple because we forgot to add some. So the Colts 8-2 during the regular season, and they beat the defending AFC champions 30-24 last week in Baltimore. However, they get another road contest as the Texans, because they got the first round bye, get home field advantage. So they got another road test, but last time, remember, they upset the home team. They're looking to get back-to-back wins over the home teams and potentially go to their first conference championship game. And just got to add in one more score here. We forgot to add in the scores from the Chiefs and Giants and 49ers games, which the Chiefs beat the Browns 29-28, and the 49ers beat the Giants 24-14. Now I just gotta add in the 49ers. Alright, so before we kick this game off, let's take a look at your divisional matchups. So we get started with the Texans and Colts here. And then tomorrow night it will be the Steelers versus Chiefs. And these two games will determine the two teams that will match up in the AFC Championship this weekend, with a spot in the 5th Annual National Championship on the line. And then tomorrow also we have the Lions versus Saints. Lions got the first round bye. They're looking to get back to the NFC Championship game. They're going to have to beat the Saints. Saints have a win on the road, so they too have momentum. Then you got the Falcons and 49ers, and that will be in Atlanta, so the Falcons home field advantage with a chance to go to their first NFC Championship game, because before we didn't really have the conference championship. So they're looking to go to their first and trying to get their third ever spot in the national championship. And the national championship will be played at Hard Rock Stadium at 8:20 p.m. 2 weeks from this weekend, which will be, let's see, this weekend's the 22nd. So the 5th Annual National Championship will be played Saturday, October 7th at 8:20 p.m. at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Next year's National Championship will be played right here in NRG Stadium which hosted Super Bowl 51. And meanwhile, Fairbairn ready to kick this away. Texans wearing their red helmets today. Colts with their alternative helmets as well. And we are underway here in Houston. Flowers returns this to his own 31, and that is where they will start 1st and 10. And here comes Nick Foles. We mentioned he beat the Ravens last week on the road, helped them come back and win. They ended up winning 30-24 after being down 24-7 at one point in the game. Or 20, and then it was 24-10, but you get the idea. So they're looking for some more momentum here. 1st and 10 at their own 31. Here's Foles taking the snap. Foles gonna fire a shot right out to Jonathan Taylor immediately, who's gonna get the first down. So the Texans again trying to get back to that AFC Championship to try to get revenge for losing last year, as Cox makes a play there. But it's going to actually lose a yard, so 2nd down and 11. And he's going to get to about 3 yards back. And it's 3rd and 8. Foles looking, fires, pass is caught despite him being under pressure. Neither one. I'm just controlling him. Foles looking, firing deep downfield, pass is caught. No, it's dropped. Give us 1 sec.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Looking good. Bro.
Thanks.
Looking good. Calvin Klein.
I actually gotta leave this door open. Alright. Let's continue on here. So the Colts have the ball, 2nd down and 10 at the opponent 44. Foles looking, fires, passes caught that time by Campbell. He had a few receptions last week in the win over the Baltimore Ravens. And that's dropped by Cox. CJ's not in this game. He's in Madden 24 though. Which, I mean, he'll probably be Dak's. If Dak and the Texans make it to the championship, he'll probably be Dak's backup, as that's a touchdown for Indianapolis. Because I did say that we might play the championship on Madden 24. Might. We don't know yet. So Indianapolis gets a touchdown. Nice pass to number 80 there. I missed his name. And the kick is up and good. And Indianapolis takes a 7-0 lead. Alright, so the Colts on their first drive of the game drive down the field and score a touchdown. Dak Prescott's hoping him and the Texans can do the same thing. Meanwhile, here's Smith to return it. Smith with a nice return there, and if he didn't get hit there, he probably could have gone all the way. He had that momentum on his side. And we're going to skip him because we need to switch to Dak Prescott. I don't know why he's 3rd string right now. So Dak Prescott comes onto the field, hoping to get his guys back to the AFC Championship game. This is Pierce. Has to switch the way he's running, and it's going to be a good... He's been on here for 2 seasons now. 2 summers ago, the Texans decided to try to trade for him. He's on the Cowboys in real life, but... Oh, that's intercepted! Stephon Gilmore! And fun fact, Stephon Gilmore is actually on the Cowboys now, but since this is 23, we're just letting him play on the team that he played for last season. But basically, Dak is on the Cowboys in real life. Just 2 summers ago on here, the Texans acquired him from the Cowboys and almost went to the championship with him. As Foles gets hit as he throws it, but that is going to be a key to Indianapolis's trip to the conference championship if they can make plays like that. We mentioned Dak Prescott and the Texans blew a 35-7 lead last season, as that is caught in the conference championship game. They unfortunately missed out on the championship. And the Ravens went to play the Lions, and the Ravens ended up losing. That is incomplete, intended for Cox. 2nd and 10. And if Texans can hold them to a field goal here, that's going to be good, because going down 14-0, you really don't want to happen, as that's a nice stop there, 3rd down and 7. Last week, the Ravens didn't allow Jonathan Taylor to run anywhere, and so far, they've only allowed Foles to pass to him, as that's taken in for a touchdown. Cox makes the catch, and it's 13-0. And Foles is going to take a risk and try to go for 2, and why not? Oh, gonna get sacked. That was really good defense there to bring him down immediately, but you can't ask why they would go for the 2-point conversion anyway, because, like, I mean, it makes sense. You're ahead by 2 scores, regardless if you get it or not, as that's 2 defenders hurdled on the return. But, I mean, sometimes you gotta take risks, and I honestly don't blame him one bit for taking the risk of going for 2. Make it even harder for the Texans to come back in this one. There's a nice pass from Prescott, and that is caught. That's hauled in by Collins. Prescott, he threw the interception on the last drive, hands off to Pierce. Gain of 6 there. So the Texans find themselves trailing in this one early, but great chance to try to get back in it here as Burkhead avoided multiple tackles and goes out at the 1. I thought he was going to get the touchdown for sure. Prescott throwing for the touchdown. Akins with the catch. And the Texans are on the board. I remember last season, Dak Prescott and Sam Darnold, since last season was played on Madden 21, Sam Darnold and Dak Prescott had a throwout in that game, scoring touchdowns left to right, as it's a booth review. And Dak Prescott ended up winning and advancing to the conference championship game, and that's going to be a touchdown. Akins had a nice... He recognized really good where he was at when he caught the ball. He had plenty of grass there, or turf, correction, that was inbounds to score. Alright, so you already saw Indianapolis go for 2 and fail, so yep, they're just going to send out Fairbairn to attempt the extra point here. No need to potentially make yourself down by more. Technically, you would have only been down by a touchdown either way. And then you would have had to kick the extra point, but why go through all that when you can just kick the extra point? And Fairbairn kicks this one away. And Colts have the football back, and the bonus to having the football back is, guess what? They're ahead by 2 field goals. Or, in this case, 6 points. And here's Foles firing incomplete. Foles on 2nd and 10, passes, tosses to Jonathan Taylor, who's going to get wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down and 10 for Indianapolis. Has to throw to avoid the sack, and he's going to get stopped. And no, it's incomplete. And that's 3 plays and out. So Sanchez comes on to punt. Here's King to return it, and he's stopped at his own 43. And when we come back, Dak Prescott and the Texans have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. 3:03 to go in the first. Indianapolis on top, 13-7, here in Houston. Welcome back to the NFL on YouTube TV network. Texans and Colts here in this Summer League playoff matchup. AFC divisional game. Texans had the first round bye, didn't have to play in the first round. And Colts beat the Ravens, the defending AFC champs, in the wild card round. And the Texans have just forced the Colts to punt here after the Colts went ahead by 2 scores after Dak threw an interception. Last time out, Dak threw a touchdown pass. And has the ball 1st and 10 at his own 43. 3:03 to play here in the opening quarter. Prescott hands off to Pierce. And he's going to rush for a gain of 4. Now, why not have him run the ball again? 3rd down and 2. I'd say you probably have another running play here because 2 yards to gain. Pierce got it. Picks up the 1st down. 3 rushes by Pierce and a 1st down and 10 for the Texans. Here's Dak. Oh, doing a dangerous pass to the end zone. Touchdown. Indianapolis, or not Indianapolis, yeah, Indianapolis. Houston Texans. Big play down to Cooks. And it's like Stephon Gilmore decided not to chase him. Look at this. Absolute dime from Dak Prescott. And that's another part of the receiver knowing where to put his feet. Ooh, did he really get his feet down, though? Will there be a booth review? We will have to see because, yeah, I was going to say, did he really get his feet down? That's a little interesting to me. There's 1. Looks like 2. So it looks like he did before his knee touched the ground. And we're going to have to mute our mic for a minute. Because there's a train. Sorry about that, folks. Had to mute it so you guys didn't hear the train horn. And here's Flowers to return it. Flowers is going to get stopped at his own 26. Taylor with a rush. And you're going to still kind of hear the train horn a little bit. But it shouldn't be too loud, so we're going to continue on here. Foles, 2nd and 4. Incomplete. Foles going to launch one like Prescott did. That is incomplete. And on 4th and 4, they're going to go for it. They went for 2 on their last drive, or 2 drives ago. Couldn't get it, but they're going to get the 1st down here. And here's Campbell with a rush. A nice catch and run there. Foles looking, fires, passes, incomplete, it's knocked out. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter of play. And quick 1st down there, and that should expire the 1st, and it will. So after 1, The Texans lead it 14-13 after trailing 13-7. The Texans lead it 14-13 after trailing 13-0 at one point in the game. And Nick Foles and the Colts, though, down in field goal range, looking to potentially take the lead here. Quick pass to the side, tipped and almost caught it, but it fell incomplete. Foles hands off to Jonathan Taylor, who's going to get wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. And Foles is going to get sacked back at the 45. They might still be able to send the kicker out, though, to attempt a field goal. It's going to be 62 yards from McLaughlin. McLaughlin's kick is no good. Just barely no good, too. Here's Prescott and the Texans, 1st and 10 at the opponent 48 after the field goal miss. Pierce with a rush. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. And Dak Prescott and the Texans have decided to go for 2. Oh! Intercepted, but he's stopped. So now the Texans are only ahead by a touchdown. So both teams have failed a 2-point conversion, but you cannot knock them for trying the 2-point conversion because the Texans know that if they score a touchdown and then kick an extra point and Indianapolis scores, they're going to go for 2 to try to tie it. Because why wouldn't you want to tie the game? So they're going to try to go for 2 to stay out in front of the Colts. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out too well as Dak throws the interception there. As Foles launching one down the field to Pittman. And somehow Pittman avoids both those tackles and he's brought down inside the 15-yard line. So now if you're Indianapolis, I think you just score the touchdown and kick the extra point here. I mean, no need to go for 2 or anything. Launches it for Campbell and it fires incomplete. Foles hands off. Jonathan Taylor gonna get stuffed. 3rd down and 5. Texans fans happy on their feet. There it is. It's intercepted. But look at the stop there inside his own 5 by Jonathan Taylor. But Owens picks it. And now Prescott and the Texans looking to stretch this lead out and nowhere. As Buckner stops him at his own 1-yard line. 2nd and 12. Incomplete. 3rd down and 12 coming up. Pass will be caught. Howard makes the catch. Howard down the sideline and to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nice pass from Dak Prescott. Look at that. Stephon Gilmore can't bring him down. And he is gone. This time the Texans are going to kick the extra point. And it is good, so 27-13 the score now. Flowers, that pass was a 3rd down and 12 pass from Dak Prescott for a touchdown. So again, NRG Stadium gets next year's national championship, which is national championship number 6. And then the season after that, AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, gets it. Oh, Jonathan Taylor is stuffed. He got caught up in that little scuffle there, and down he goes, 3rd down and 9. Foles hit as he throws it, fires incomplete, and Indianapolis will punt again. Had a good chance to tie the game on the last drive with a touchdown and extra point. Instead, Foles throws an interception, and now Sanchez on for the 2nd time to punt here. And that's a pretty good punt for Sanchez, as King is wrapped up at his own 32. So Dak Prescott and the Texans gotta hang on for about 25 minutes and 49 seconds in regulation to try to get back to the conference championship game this weekend, which they will play here at home against whoever wins the Steelers and Chiefs game. The Steelers put the beat down on Miami Jacksonville, Florida, winning 34-0. Indianapolis has not scored since Dak Prescott threw that interception back in the 1st. Houston has scored twice since then, in this quarter alone. 3 times since the interception. Prescott fires, pass caught Collins, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 23. Dak's doing a QB draw, fights for extra yards, only gets 1. So the 2nd quarter getting ready to come to a close here. Pierce has had 9 rushes for 81 yards and a touchdown. He's doing pretty good tonight. Prescott fires. He's got his other halfback, Burkhead. And that's another 1st down for Houston. You don't really need to score another touchdown here before halftime. So I think they can just, honestly, chew as much time off the clock as possible. Maybe pick up the 1st down here. And take a field goal. We're going to reach the 2-minute warning first, so 27-13. Back in a few seconds. Welcome back to NRG Stadium. It's the AFC divisional round between the Texans and Colts here to determine who plays in this weekend's AFC championship game, as Pierce makes the catch, trying to fight for the first, does not get it. And he got it, 1st and goal. So they went for it on 4th down. Oh, did he though? That might be a turnover to Indianapolis on downs. A lot of reviews in this game. 2 reviews for touchdowns and a review for if he caught this or not. I think he only got 1 foot down in bounds. That's a turnover on downs. He did. He only got 1 foot down, so Houston will not score there, but they still have a chance to score before half. Foles had to get that one out. Fires incomplete. There it is, and he's wrapped up after a gain of 2, so 3rd down and 8 coming up here. Incomplete, almost intercepted. That would have been a pick 6 too. And on 4th down and 8, Sanchez is on for the 3rd time today. And Houston has a chance to get a field goal before halftime still, despite the turnover on downs on the last drive. Incomplete. So 60 seconds to go. You just want to at least get into field goal range so you can use one of your 3 timeouts. There's Dak Prescott, and he takes it into field goal range. And it looks like they got time for one last play here to try to make this field goal even closer. And they call the timeout with 4 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And on comes Fairbairn for a 30-yard field goal attempt. And there it is, and as time expires, Fairbairn puts them up 3 more at the half. So it's 30-13, Texans leading here at halftime. And they are just 1 half away from moving on to the next round in the playoffs. And Texans are beating them in everything except for takeaways. Both teams each have 1. As we get the 3rd quarter underway here. Now, apparently there wasn't much to talk about during halftime. As Sanchez gives this one the boot. Smith to return, and off we go in quarter number 3. Can Indianapolis come from behind? They came from behind last week. Can they do it back-to-back weeks against Houston? That's incomplete. They're down a bunch here, just like they were in that game. Incomplete! And there's a timeout on the field. As defensive pass interference too, and that will be an automatic 1st down for the Texans. Only a gain of 1 for Pierce that time. Look at the Colts playing some defense. There it is. Can't choose between those 2. They're both equally good. So 3rd down and 4. Toss another quick pass here. This time it is caught by Akins, and they get the 1st down. And move the chains. And then we're going to do the Steelers and Chiefs game tonight instead of tomorrow, so Later tonight, open receiver caught. Touchdown, Brandon Cooks. It looked like Indianapolis was playing some great defense as the Texans are deciding to go for two. And Dak Prescott's going to get it with his legs, so it's 38-13. It looked like they were playing some great defense, but they just allowed the offense to score 8 points there. Got to get it together if you're going to try to get back in this one. Flowers on to return. And gets it back to his own 29-yard line. Taylor with the rush, gain of 7. 7 rushes for 22 yards for him. Foles looking, fires quick pass, caught. Cox, who has a touchdown. Dak Prescott and his guys hyping each other up, but you blew a 35-7 lead in the AFC Championship last year. You could easily blow a 38-13 lead if you're not careful. Making stops and stopping the Colts from moving the ball is one way to guarantee you a spot in that next round, and then you can celebrate. Like right there, nice stop. There, 3rd down and 5, gotta get one more for them to have to punt the football. Foles looking, gets hit as he throws it. That's almost intercepted, instead falls incomplete. And out comes Sanchez for the 5th time today. And that one didn't work too well, but that's okay. King returns it to his own 16. And that is where Dak Prescott and the Texans take over 1st and 10. Prescott under pressure has to throw it to avoid the sack. That's incomplete. He threw that one deep for Jordan too. That's caught, but still 2 yards shy of the first. Prescott looking, gets it off. Brandon Cooks, another big play. And another big touchdown for Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown tonight, or his 3rd touchdown tonight, and he's going to get back-to-back touchdowns. Look at that. Nice pass. Nice catch by Brandon Cooks. And it's a score. And this game is still not over. You still got 15 minutes and 17 seconds to go in regulation. And here's Flowers to return for the Colts. And Foles will take over 1st and 10 at his own 19. That's intercepted. Brandon Cooks won't get his 4th touchdown there as he steps out of bounds. Prescott fires, pass caught, Moore, touchdown. Well, the Indianapolis Colts won last week against the Baltimore Ravens, and I'm not feeling too confident for them this week. Dak Prescott went 1 for 3 on that drive for the touchdown. And Fairbairn kicks this one away. Flowers to return it again. Let's see if Colts can go somewhere with the football. Foles looking, fires, almost intercepted again. Taylor with the rush, gain of about 4. And Pittman Jr. can't make the catch, 4th and 6. And it's about time they start going for it on 4th down. There it is. 1st down and more. Another quick pass intended for Cox is knocked to the ground. Taylor's rush is for a gain of 2. 3rd and 8. The Colts looking for their first score since Anthony Richardson is the starter this year. It was Matt Ryan last year and Nick Foles was the 2nd string. Incomplete, intended for Campbell. Foles trying to get his team to the end zone, and backwards goes Woods, who scored the first touchdown of the game for Indianapolis. 3rd and goal. Another short pass intended for Cox, tipped and dropped. Multiple defenders had a chance to pick it, and McLaughlin is going to be out for a 23-yard attempt to get Indianapolis some points in the second half, and does. Not going to get them anywhere near close, but it will get them closer, as it's now 52-16 Houston. Gonna need to start scoring touchdowns, though. And you're gonna need to start stopping Houston and allow them to score no more points in this game. Otherwise, they're really gonna embarrass you. Moore, who scored the last touchdown, gets the first down there off the jet sweep. Quick pass intercepted. Dak threw his second of the game. And moves like that are what's going to help the Colts get some more points on the board. I'm not too sure that they can come back in time, but at least make this thing a little more respectable and try to think about what they can change in the off season. I mean, Anthony Richardson is also going to be starting next season, so that's a bonus. Nick Foles doesn't know what he's going to do yet. Sends a deep one for Pittman, and he catches it. And the third quarter comes to an end, so 52-16. Colts outscored in every quarter of this game. They scored none in the second quarter. They got 3 in the third. Let's see if they can get any here, as it's 1st and 10. From the opponent 14-yard line, Campbell falls out of bounds, can't stay in. Kansas City might want to be nervous because the Steelers are the home team for the game coming up later tonight, and right now the Texans are the home team, and the Colts beat the home team last week, but they're not letting the Colts beat them. They're destroying the Colts right now. Did he get the first down? No, he didn't. Turnover. Turnover on downs. DeForest Buckner gets another stop. This time, Pierce loses only a yard, though. Incomplete. 3rd and 11. Houston might have to punt. No, Pierce is going to get the first down. Like we said, chances at an Indianapolis comeback are slim to none. But that's not going to stop Houston from trying to run down the clock so they don't allow Indianapolis to score any more points. Holding them to 16 currently. Indianapolis was the first team to score at all in the game, and 71 didn't even bother to catch that. Like, that would he threw it as he got hit, but 71 could have caught that and ran for a couple yards instead. It's 3rd and 9, and he's going to get wrapped up. 4th and 7, gain of 2. And this is the first time Houston has had to punt this entire game. Oh, the ball's out! And Houston picks it up. Unreal. Well, Nick Foles was getting ready to run out. Look at that. I wonder what happened. Oh, it's like he slipped out of his hand as he was running with it. Burkhead still on his feet and stopped at the 22. And DeForest Buckner with a stop again on Pierce. Oh, hurdled way too early. 3rd down and 2. There's this guy wide open, and it's another touchdown for Indianapolis. Dak Prescott saw him open. He has to throw to him. He can't just not throw to him, and Burkhead gets in and adds 2 more onto it. And it's 60-16. I think they were going for 2 in hopes that they would fail it because they didn't want to go to 60 points, but they ended up going to 60 anyway. And if they can get the ball back, they can just run the clock out. And that is intercepted. Houston takes over an excellent field position. And we'll see if they can run the clock down to the 2-minute warning. I don't think they're going to be able to run it down to the 2-minute warning without scoring again. And that's a touchdown! He reached in and decided to score the touchdown. And this game is getting out of hand now. Booth review. If this stands, 67 points if they kick the extra point, put up by Houston in this playoff game. It's like they're playing a college football game here. It's overturned. He did not score a touchdown. He was out at the 1. Well, no matter what you do, you're probably going to score here, so you might as well just try to throw it in, and they do, and this time it is a touchdown. (66-16), and I think if you get the ball back, you just run the clock out. You don't need any more points, as it's now 67-16. 5 plays, 34 yards in a minute and 36 is how much it took, and that is crazy. They started 0-2 last year, though, and ended up in the conference championship game, so I'm not going to count them out until they are truly out. Here's Flowers on the return, and you got to imagine going out there having to return yet another kickoff because Houston scored yet another touchdown. That's gotta be like pain for real. Especially knowing that no matter what happens here, your team is not moving on in the playoffs. You had a big road win last week, and you couldn't come in and beat the #1 team. Dak Prescott really saved the Texans. They didn't really have a shot at making the playoffs before he joined. They had Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers did not play well here in Houston. They only won like 2 games each season with Aaron Rodgers, so Aaron Rodgers only has 4 wins, as that's incomplete. And then, yeah, that's and 16 losses. 4-16 Aaron Rodgers is as a Texan before he retired. Incomplete as he attempts to throw out of the sack, and I would imagine you just punt here. Just punt the ball. Makes no sense going for it. You're not going to be able to come back anyway. And I believe Houston can truly run the clock out now. They're going to have to run it down to the 2-minute warning first, though. Indianapolis probably not even going to call their timeouts because it'd be pointless. And the clock stops there as he got out of bounds, so let's see if you keep it in bounds this time, and he does. And a stop behind the line of scrimmage also keeps the clock rolling too, as that sends it to the 2-minute warning. 67-16 here. That keeps the clock rolling, except it stops for the 2-minute warning. So Colts, I mean, they can stop them, but I mean they're not really gonna do much with it because Burkhead tripped after a gain of 1. But they can't really do anything with it because, I mean, again, they're just unfortunately not going to be able to win this game. And there's another first down. It's caught by Akins. And that should keep the clock rolling. And I think if you bring it under 40 seconds, you can just go into victory formation. And they are in victory formation now. Yep, they're going to go down to a knee, and that's going to do it here. We'll give it about one more knee. And that will wrap things up here in Houston. So the Texans are moving on. They'll play the AFC Championship game here at home this weekend. And they will determine who they are playing. But will it be the Steelers or the Kansas City Chiefs? Texans have a shot to redeem themselves after that heartbreaking loss here at home last season. 67-16 the final. And the Texans game will be played on Friday night. So again, they'll find out who they're playing, and it will be played on Friday night. To determine who moves on. And the Texans won in the takeaways. They won in everything. At halftime they were tied. But the Texans moving on. The Colts, unfortunately, are out after the second round. So Indianapolis fans, you don't have much to have your head hanging about because you beat the defending AFC champions. You had an 8-2 regular season, and you just got to come back stronger next year. But the Houston Texans get it done here. As we say, so long, everybody. Join us later tonight for the Steelers and Chiefs game. Until then, so long, everybody.